So I think, you can look at the trajectory of this thing and where it all going, and we all believe that he's going to be one of the guys that take the torch and run with it. But, you can look at the trajectory of this thing and where it all going, and we all believe that he's going to be one of the guys that take the torch and run with it. But be careful. Don't give people too much, because the moment you have a bad game, something that so I think, you can look at the trajectory of this thing and where it all going, and we all believe that he's going to be one of the guys that take the torch and run with it.
What's good with y'all, man? It's crunch time. Hit the like if y'all join in, and I'm just disgusted. I am flabbergasted, and I am just at a loss for words, man. When it comes down to this man, Draymond Green is a con artist, a snake. He's a hypocrite. He's a joke. He's a dirtbag for this, bro. I'm not saying as a person, as a man overall. I'm saying he's a dirtbag for this. For this thing that he did. And what I'm referring to is the fact that he feels as though it's okay to pass the keys and pass the torch down to Podziemski. But he made it such a big deal and did not want to pass the keys to Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole worked well in their system. He was a better player in their system than Podziemski. But he took it so far as to even get into a physical altercation and try to take Jordan Poole's head off just over not giving him the keys and not letting him have more of a role on that team than you, Draymond Green. Just by him wanting to get paid. And somebody on the comments said that Poole should have kept his mouth shut. But this is my thing. A lot of people say that about Jordan Poole, but in this interview that I just played when Draymond said this, he talked about how Podziemski is talking a whole bunch of confidence. And the reporter even asked him, "Are you cool with that?" And then he said, "Yeah, I would be." Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna just play what he said.
For us to get myself.
That and has that type of. Draymond, I don't know whether you saw it or not, but like a week ago, Podz came out and was like, "I want to earn the." Draymond, I don't know whether you saw it or not, but like a week ago, Podz came out and was like, "I want to earn the trust of everybody, so that Steph and Draymond can go to Joe and Mike and say, hey, we can leave it with him down the line." Do you like when a young player speaks openly like that and has that type of outward confidence to feel that way about what you guys have built?
I think you worry a little more when someone struggles with confidence. It's very hard to give someone confidence. I think with BP, one, you appreciate the respect. You go through so many years of building this thing up. You always just hope that the young guys that come in just respect you. Because if you do respect, then there's so much to give from us, so much for us to give. And you want to give that,
Right. So what he said there and said is that he wants to give it to Podz. He said he wanted to give that, but he didn't want to give it to Jordan Poole. See what I'm saying? He didn't want to give it to him. So that's my whole thing is like, he's a hypocrite. Right? Somebody said Podz probably lost the keys already. You said I'd rather have Podz as a leader than Poole. He's garbage. What? Poole was out here dropping 28 points, averaging 28 points when Stephen Curry averaging 28 points when Stephen Curry was out for certain stretches in the season. He was literally putting up superstar numbers. Podz is not. Well, I'm not gonna talk trash about Podz, but he make a lot of boneheaded plays, and he's one of the most inconsistent players I've seen. He doesn't have a reliable offensive game. I think his game is super system. I don't look at him as oh shit. My bad. Yeah, Podz can't really create his own shot most of the time. He rely on just random shit happening throughout the game, like, loose balls and 50-50 balls and stuff like that. And leak outs, wide open shots. Those stuff is rarities, and I don't see him as somebody I can have on the court when it's really time to win a game at the end of the game. You do not want to have Brandon Podziemski on the court. Now, I understand that some people might say Jordan Poole was a little disrespectful, and I do understand that, but at the end of the day is you have to understand when it's coming from a standpoint of I'm just trying to show that I'm an alpha as well. Because Poole is a better player than Brandon Podziemski. So how can we say Podz is doing it the right way when he's not even as good of a player as Poole? All of the players that are actually great, all-time great players, they have a little bit of arrogance to them. Right? And so Draymond Green, my opinion, was intimidated by a little bit of that. Or if he felt threatened by it a little bit or challenged. And it was at a point because with Podz, Draymond can still play his game and still get the same touches. So I feel like Draymond is not, he's trying to make it seem like it's a respect thing, but it's really just an ego thing, in my opinion. So I think that is disgusting. I think it hurt the Warriors team. I think they should get Jordan Poole back, to be honest. But at the end of the day, it's like you need somebody that's like Poole that can create their own shot and fit well within the system. That's what you need. You need somebody just like that. They do have a good play. I think they actually solid though this season though. But I'm just saying down the line, you need that. You need an MPJ type of dude. Right. You said Jordan better. Yeah, Jordan is way better than Podz. Way better. Now, he looks different. He looked different on the Wizards. But honestly, now that I had to think about it recently, bro, this man, Jordan Poole, had to grind his way all the way up. He grinded all the way up from the G League. So when he was blossoming on the Warriors, he was breaking out, but that's the only system he knew, though. So he knew how to play on that team. It takes time for him to learn things. So it was going to take time for him on the Wizards because, bro, he came from the G League, bro. He's somebody that is a developmental player everywhere he goes, but he always seemed to figure it out. So I'm like, you give him a couple years on the team and build around him, or build with him. Yeah, we can definitely be a winning player for real. Him going to the Wizards, which is literally his first time being on a team where he was basically had his own team. And he had the worst roster probably in the league. Why the hell did we expect him to do well that early? You know what I'm saying? So, Warriors got to figure it out this season, though, man. This is who they want to pick. It is what it is. You say he did Steph Curry dirty work? Bro, he was averaging 28. He was averaging like 28 when Steph was out one of them times. Going crazy. Yeah, Jordan was a threat. See, like I said, with Podz, Draymond Green, he can still do his thing. He feel like, he can still do his thing for real. With Jordan Poole, he was becoming so good that it was going to take away from what Draymond was contributing, like, type shit. Like, he was that good. And Draymond ain't like that, man. He was trying to get paid. He wanted to still be relevant. I understand, because at the end of the day, like, low-key, I think they had a chance to win last season. So Draymond still knows that he knows they have enough to win still and stuff like that. He want to prove that. And I can't even knock Draymond. I started respecting him a little bit more lately, because he really do know how to kind of play basketball for real. I ain't gonna lie. And he's got high IQ, bro. But my thing is, bro. No, look, my thing is, bro. You gotta understand, bro, that at the end of the day, bro, you should have let Jordan Poole have that, bro. Warriors would be going crazy right now. Or really, y'all really would have beat the Lakers probably. Or one of them years. What was the year when Jordan Poole was first gone from the team? Did they miss the playoffs? What happened in that first year Jordan Poole wasn't there? Did they miss the playoffs? Let me see. What happened that season? 23-24. Did they miss the playoffs that year? Hold on, let me see. Yep. So the first season you don't have Jordan Poole, you missed the playoffs. Come on, man. That's when the Mavs went all the way to the finals. So, you know what I'm saying? So you can't blame Klay Thompson for wanting to go to play for the Mavs. See what I'm saying? That led to all of that. Led to Klay Thompson leaving. Come on, man. Now this man on the Mavs. All because of Draymond. Shout out to Romo. He said he agree. Draymond is a scumbag, man. Right. Like this nigga Brandon Podziemski. Now, unless he just see himself in Draymond, unless Draymond sees himself in Podz, if he's saying he gonna be the next Draymond, maybe that's what it is. Because Jordan Poole is gonna be the next Steph. And it's just so crazy. Like, what did Jordan Poole do in college? Because Steph was a great college player. It's crazy because low-key Stephen Curry started off slow as well. He was definitely way better than Podz. I ain't even finna go that route. You know what I'm saying? Not Podz. He was way better than Jordan Poole was. But Steph low-key had to develop. You feel what I'm saying? And then he blossomed. Like with Jordan Poole, he was getting to. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He looked like early Steph Curry, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga Jordan Poole was looking like early Steph Curry. The Warriors can really turn. Now, I don't know. I'm not gonna say they turned Steph into who he was, but I'm just saying. And to look at this, man. Poole had a 45-point game this season on the Wizards. 30. I actually seen Jordan Poole play live, yo.
Oh, great.
Because I went to go see the Mavs play the Wizards. But that's the first time I seen Kyrie play live. I seen Luka Doncic play live that day. I actually seen... This is insane, bro. I actually seen Luka play live on the Mavs a couple weeks before he got traded. That is insane. And I really kept pressing the issue on going to see them play. And I seen Kyrie play live before he got hurt. Now, mind you, Kyrie got hurt. He tore his ACL. I was like, I kept saying, I gotta see Kyrie while he's still in his prime. Or if he get hurt or some shit, I gotta go see him, dog. He gets hurt a couple months later, tears his ACL. But mind you, when I was seeing him on